So I forgot, I have to do this. Like, subscribe, comment, share everywhere. Thank you very much. So do that, like and comment and subscribe. And when you subscribe, also go inside of YouTube. After you subscribe, go inside of the subscribe location and hit all. Otherwise, they just, I don't know, just hit all at the top, and then they'll send you notifications, man. Check this out. Uh, I want to talk to you about something here. Hold on. Okay. Well, corporations. I'm going to advise everyone that makes over a few $1,000s a month, a week, over a few $1,000s a week. If you have a business, any kind of business that you have, if you're making over $2,000 or $3,000 a week, a legitimate business, because I'm talking about legal stuff right now, which is a corporation. That's what all of this is corporations. If you when you do any kind of business, any kind of transaction, or whatever you do in the society of America, you are functioning as a business. So when you buy something and they give you a receipt, that's a business transaction between two businesses. And you'll see the tax or whatever they must give you, because that's a business transaction. You might see yourself as a man or a woman or whatever, but the United States sees you as a business and an opportunity to tax you and to, whatever the rest of that business thing follows through on, to give you license, all that kind of stuff. They license you, they restrict you, they register you. Register means that you are listed under the Queen's name. The registry means from the regent, and the regent is always the monarch of, and the Pope and all of them guys. And America never won that War of Independence, so it don't matter. So to go like this, the Pope them set up a thing called corporation. It's a corpse, and they get it to, they operate with a corpse. So it's a thing, but it's not a thing. It can kill, it can do all kind of stuff, buy stuff, own stuff, whatever you want to do, but you can't kill it because it has no physical body. It's a corporation. And I'm telling you, it's an avatar of business. This is the avatar of business, a corporation. Some people have a bunch of corporations. They have a bunch of avatars of business. So if I want a corporation making banana pudding, I would have that corporation for banana pudding. So if somebody gets sick from my banana pudding, they have to sue the corporation. They can't sue me. That's not mine product. That's the corporation's product. So it's an avatar. And it saves a lot of people all the time. That's why they say Trump paid $750 in taxes one year. And he had all them businesses worth this and worth that and worth that. Them all corporations, they take all that sufferation. Not him, even this thing they just did. They put his business out of business. They couldn't put him out of business. He got 18, 19 other corporations he can go hide behind. They're avatars. They're like having a front line in football. You got a front line, you're the quarterback. You know what I mean? But your avatar's gonna keep stuff off you. They'll take the blows, right? So anyway, that's how that thing goes. So I'm suggesting if you're making a certain amount of money, where it's advantageous to flip from being just an individual company, which is what you are, just walking down the street. You're an individual company business. I forget what they call it, sole ownership, something like that. And then as far as that, when you making a certain amount of money, it's advantageous to you to flip it over into a corporation, so that the corporation will stand in front of you like the Colonel. You ever heard of the Colonel for KFC? You know why it's called KFC? Yeah, because Kentucky Fried Chicken was sued out of business. And they sold the business to KFC, that's another corporation. It's all corporations selling businesses to other corporations, and then they buy it from that corporation, sell it to this corporation. This one gets sued, that one goes under, bankrupt, so it's going to sell cheap and everything. You open another corporation and buy your own corporation from the other corporation. Now you're buying it cheap. And guess what? You don't have to pay that whatever lawsuit because that's that other corporation. They got to pay that. I don't know nothing about that. That's how corporations work. They keep the thing off you. They advertise. Anybody with any business sense and money should have a few corporations, not just one, a few, handling everything. You're doing music, have a corporation for the music. You're doing this over there, have a corporation for that over there too. You just all you do is need a law, not a lawyer. You need a guy to do that kind of work. That knows those ins and outs and stuff. And I mean, that's really not no play people, right? And that's it on corporation. A corporation is an avatar of business. It keeps you from getting hurt because you're playing in the avatars like remote control. The avatars out there doing business, you sitting back at the office, you home and sleep at night and all that kind of stuff, but the corporation is still going on. Right, that's how business works. I'm just saying, do your thing. One love.